Hey everyone, and welcome to GNN. This one is going to be a little bit different. I'm just kind of going through casually this time, and we're going to go through last week's first, and then this week's. So let's get to it. So for the first story from last week, Sony has registered a trademark for Insomniac's Xbox exclusive Sunset Overdrive. I've always wanted to play this game, but I've never actually had an Xbox, and I still don't. But from what I understand, it was more like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater meets Jet Set Radio, which sounds great. I don't know if this trademark means we're getting a port of the original game on PlayStation consoles, or maybe it's a sequel. We got some more names coming in for E3 this year, which is super exciting. You know, hopefully this E3 is kind of like a return to form, as I said before. At one point I thought E3 was on the way out, but I'm really happy it's back. I kind of like all the gaming news kind of at one event. Makes it seem more grand. Anyway, the newest additions are Square Enix, Sega, Bandai Namco, Xseed, Marvelous, Gearbox Entertainment, Freedom Games, Devious Eye Entertainment, Turtle Beach, Verizon, and Bing.com. I don't know about the last two, but sure, the more the merrier, I guess. I don't know if Verizon's trying to be like the next big game company. I don't know. It's those last two just seem really weird. Ubisoft announced another Division game. This time it's called Division Heartland, and it's a free-to-play standalone game for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. It's coming at some point this year or early next year. Nobody actually has a firm date on that. It seems like Ubisoft is taking the Activision approach when it comes to their games, kind of like Call of Duty is. Ubisoft also stated that they're going to be building free-to-play versions of their biggest franchises, but that doesn't mean they're going to abandon AAA releases. I guess they saw how successful this business model was to Activision, and are going to try and emulate the same thing. Nintendo announced Game Builder Garage, which is a game coming to Nintendo Switch on June 11th for $30. It's essentially just a super buffed out version of Labo Garage, which was their VR experiment. I've seen people build some crazy stuff in Labo Garage. Somebody built the Breath of the Wild Magnesis Shrine, which was just insane. I saw a bomb on Battlefield. So a more fleshed out version of this game could lead to some incredible stuff. As for some features of Game Builder Garage, it's completely developed by Nintendo, so completely in-house. You could build games for up to 8 players, which is pretty cool, and it's compatible with a USB mouse when docked. I don't think there's another game on the Switch that's compatible with a mouse, so maybe this is going to open up the gateway for something like Super Mario Maker 2 to use mouse support? I don't know, just a cool thought. PlayStation announced that they're partnering up with Discord, which is actually super cool. That means PlayStation and Xbox both use Discord as their primary voice chat solution. I wish Nintendo would do it as well, man. I mean, connecting your phone to connect to your Switch to talk to friends on certain games is kind of a drag, really. And plus, it would be cool to see all three kind of unite through Discord. Moving on to this week, PlayStation announced 2 new DualSense controller colors. We have the Cosmic Red and the Midnight Black. And I mean, the red one looks okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it, honestly. But the black one, you know, matte black, mwah, beautiful. When the DualSense was announced, a lot of people were complaining about the white controller, but I kind of love it. I'm a big fan of it. I mean, I guess the only thing that would bother me would be like the dirt buildup and like smudges and stuff, but I'm a big fan of it. This reveal trailer of the controllers also doesn't have a release date for some reason, so we actually don't know when these are coming. I'm assuming sometime this year, but no firm date on it. Speaking of the DualSense, you'll also be able to use Remote Play with them now. All you have to do is download the Remote Play app from the iOS or Android store, and you can play on anything. Well, anything in loose terms, anything you can stream to. And I mean, I tried Remote Play when it came out, and it was fine. It wasn't like groundbreaking. I don't know how it is now. I'm sure it's okay. Like Stadia with a really good connection or anything, but still cool to have. Now this one's a big one for me. I love it when video game companies put their music on streaming services. And that's exactly what Apex Legends did with Music from the Outlands Volume 1. It's a collection of songs from launch all the way through Season 7. And Apex has some bangers, man. I love their music. Anyway, more companies should put their music on streaming services. I know all of Final Fantasy is on Spotify. It's sick. I love it. More companies, please do this. Of course, I'm mainly talking about Nintendo. If Nintendo uploaded their music anywhere, even if it was their own exclusive service, I would 2 billion% subscribe to it. Anyway, I'll be done gushing about that. Actually, I lied, because Nintendo announced that Zombies Ain't My Neighbors and its sequel Ghoul Patrol are coming to Nintendo Switch on June 29th. Even though Nintendo was the one to announce this, it looks like the games are coming to Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation later in the year. These Lucasfilm games are classics, they're so good. So if you haven't played them before, maybe look up a video, check it out, see if you like it, they're tons of fun. EA announced that EA Play Live is coming back July 22nd. I'm really hoping that we get something like a Jedi Fallen Order sequel, or something like that, maybe a new IP, but I have a feeling it's probably just gonna be football and Sims. So we'll just have to see. And with the news out of the way, let's move on to the games that released this week. There were a lot of good ones. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir. As well as Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. Subnautica Below Zero. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Resident Evil Village. And that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and now that you're all caught up, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next Sunday. See you then.